discovery may have pinpointed the time and place for the origin of life, but it tells us nothing about how life actually started. To do that, scientists must recreate early Earth in their labs and try to catch a glimpse of that first natural spark. Planet Earth, 4.5 billion years ago. If we step on its surface, molten lava would incinerate us immediately. One breath of its atmosphere would kill us. How could life have formed in this bubbling, poisonous hell? In 1953, two intrepid chemists tried to answer this question. Sendo and designed an experiment to simulate our planet soon after its birth. The results would turn out to be so groundbreaking that the apparatus had been preserved at the Scripps Institution in San Diego by their former student, Dr. Jeffrey Vídeo.
At first glance, it looks like just an assortment of glass and tubes, but this was carefully designed to, first of all, have a flask that would represent an evaporating ocean, and that was connected to a flask that represented the atmosphere. And in this atmosphere, you see these electrodes, and you can apply an electric discharge to these electrodes to simulate atmospheric lightning, and the products would condense out of the atmosphere via this condenser, run into this tube, and then back into the water flask.
Perhaps inspired by the book of Genesis, Miller and Urey let their experiment on the origin of life running for 7 days. Then, as now, the flask representing the ocean slowly started to turn dark brown, filling with a seemingly toxic sludge.
It is a tricky experiment. If you're not careful, you can blow it up. And moreover, this solution is highly toxic. It contains large amounts of hydrogen cyanide. You never want to try and drink this thing. You'd be dead necessity.
But this brown goo also contains something remarkable. Among the toxic chemicals are amino acids. Amino acids are the basic building blocks of proteins, and living things are built from proteins. They make up bones, hair, and skin.
It was a major breakthrough. Up to this time, people had tried to make organic compounds simulating an early atmosphere, but they'd always failed.
But it was only a baby step toward life. In all these samples, saved from Miller and Urey's experiments, Jeffrey Vídeo has never been able to detect amino acids joined together to make proteins.
What you're making is simple molecules, what we call monomers. Life as we know it is made up of polymers, complex molecules that are made up of monomers. And the challenge still remains how we can assemble these simple molecules into complex molecules that have a biological function.
That crucial step towards life may not come from a bubbling flask in a lab. Jen Blank is sure of that, because she believes life needed something else to get started on Earth, and it came from the sky at 20,000 miles per hour.
We know that in the early history of the solar system, comets were slamming into the planets, and maybe this would have been the vehicle for delivering periodic materials to the early Earth.
Comets, mountain-sized lumps of ice and dust circling the sun. In 1999, NASA sent a spacecraft called Stardust to snag a piece of a comet and bring it back to Earth. When scientists analyzed the material, they discovered that it contained amino acids, the building blocks of protein, the very tissue of life.
One of the big outstanding questions is whether or not organic compounds coming in on a comet and slamming into the Earth could survive the harsh conditions of that delivery experience. And so we set out to test this in the laboratory.
Jen Blank works at SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, but she's not interested in ET so much as alien molecules. So she's developed a computer simulation to see what happens to them on impact. Comets that hit Earth head-on are not very promising. The collision almost completely incinerates them.
In this movie, the blue colors are cold, and as you go toward the red, it gets hotter and hotter. And so we expect the normal impact to have the most extreme conditions. You can see there's no blue color, so it's essentially the material is all volatilized or vaporized.
But when a comet makes a glancing blow, it doesn't accelerate, it melts and dumps massive amounts of water and amino acids on our primeval planet.
This time we're coming in at a 15-degree angle from the horizontal. Watch the blue which will correspond to the liquid water. So you can see it's really, a lot of the water is going away, but you're still retaining somewhere near 20% is being delivered as liquid water.
But these simulations only track the temperature of the comet as it crashes to Earth. To see what happens to the amino acids, Jen needs to get her hands on some serious firepower.
Here's where you might want to have a picture of a gun or something.
This is the shockwave lab they found there. Its pride and joy? A 65-foot-long gun, capable of firing projectiles at over 16,000 miles per hour. And this is Jen's bullet.
Let's imagine this is a comet. It's a metal canister with a liquid fill volume that contains water and dissolved amino acids. And in our experiment, we want to test the response of this to a collision with Earth. This is actually a two-stage gun, and at the far end, we use gunpowder to compress gas. The gunpowder is ignited, and the compressed air slams into the projectile and sends it traveling down the barrel of the gun at velocities of around 2,000 to 3,000 miles per hour. This corresponds to a oblique angle impact between the comet and a rocky Earth.
To simulate this glancing interplanetary blow, Jennifer dials down the gun from its maximum muzzle speed and prays her canister and its payload will survive.
Temperatures in these impacts will be essentially thousands of degrees centigrade, so these are really extreme conditions. Smell that? That's the gunpowder. The gunpowder smell. The capsule is sent into this larger tank, which is called the recovery tank. It weighs about 2 tons, and so it really muffles the collision. And really, at the end of the experiment, if all things would go well, it looks much the same as when we first started.
Now, Jen breaks open the bullet capsule to retrieve its smashed contents and discover what happened to this cometary soup of organic chemicals.
And here's an example with 2 different amino acids in it. Glycine, which is the simplest amino acid, and proline, which is another one. And here's the initial solution, you can see just 2. Here's an analysis of the solution afterwards. Most high abundance byproducts turn out to be all combinations of the first 2 amino acids. So we're actually very excited because the reactions that are occurring, we're actually forming larger biologically relevant molecules.
Jen's high-powered experiment suggests comets may have bludgeoned early Earth one step closer to life. They help amino acids join together, perhaps even forming permanent proteins.
We're actually harnessing the power of the impact to build larger biologically relevant molecules. And so this could have been a dominant source of the building blocks that led to the origin of life.
We used to think our planet was a hellhole 4 billion years ago, where any spark of life would have been instantly incinerated. Now we know the chemicals of life are inside comets, raining down on our planet, and they didn't crash and burn, they thrive. But other ingredients of life are still missing. At the top of the wanted list is DNA, the molecule that carries our genetic It's taken 4 billion years for life to evolve into organisms as complex as you and me.